Should have had a garbage bag with me. You know where we are by just looking at the garbage. Yes, this exploring land is what it is. Of course I got the paddle with me, just in case the teddy bears were out, you know? I'm not that far from the kayak, I had to stretch the legs. I can't pick up the garbage for these people anymore. I can't. I'm sick of it. They're ruining the life. Not just the life out here, but they're ruining my life. I can't keep picking up after them. It's like babysitting the kids. It's all over the place out here. I mean, look over there. No, I don't have any bags with me. I just took a walk. I've been out here many times. It's heavenly, especially when the mountain laurels are chilling. Now this is disrespectful. I don't have any bags. I didn't expect to see anything like this out here, you know. The least they could have done was leave a couple of bags out for us, you know. But I still don't feel good about taking it out of here. I mean, it'll make me feel good. It will. But I'm sick of doing this kind of thing behind the litter. I mean, the people that litter all the time. And I bet they're doing just fine with their life. I bet they got their $850,000 house. They got their 4Runner. I bet they're more privileged than you would ever imagine. Yet they do stuff like this instead of being happy about the life that they live. They come out and trash the place. I mean, I promised I wouldn't do this during my vacation. It's already 5:15. It's going to take 10 minutes to get back to the kayak. Man, what the heck do I do? They're just going to keep bringing it back out. It doesn't matter what I do. It doesn't. It doesn't make a difference. It doesn't make a difference at all. They'll just keep bringing it back out. But they never have to pay the price. They never do. I'd like to see what their girlfriends look like. I think we all have an idea. Yeah, hotter than what it's going to be like in July when I come back out here and see the same kind of crap. Happy vacation. Ain't nothing like cleaning heaven. Oh, by the way, there's Native American side up there. There's like a trail that comes behind this neighborhood. There's 2 creeks that converge to make this one. Where it comes to like a point, there's like an old bridge. Like a wooden bridge from this subdivision way up on the hill. What's that thing called up there? No, it's not Great Sky, it's the other one. Laurel Canyon. Oh yeah, Laurel Canyon, that's the one. It's forever under construction. Yeah, there's a site over here. Because there's like broken quartz all over the place. And that's the only place you're going to find it. Right on that corner. Yeah, man. Let me go ahead and clean this mess up. Get to work on vacation. I don't need to be forgetting anything, since it's going to be almost a year before I come back. I might come back in July. Another stash. It'll be back though. It will. Oh, I never saw that. This is probably one of the worst examples I've ever come across. How the human race treats nature as a garbage can. Let me take a reference picture. Am I going to tell on you? That's up for you to decide. Oh boy. Wonder how deep they got this thing. Probably a whole kitchen garbage bag deep. And it just keeps on going. Had to wash the hands, they were so dirty. Is this some kind of magic trick? What the heck is going on out here in my life? They know I've been trying to clean up heaven for the past month and a half. And I ran out of these bags, the same exact size. And I just got a new box from Home Depot the other day. Not even opened. Watch the people who put this in there. They're going to see the video. They're going to say, we did that for you because we knew you were going to come out later. We all know where these things are going. On the kayak. Oh, boy. And there's plenty of room for them too. I know it's not quite 2 bags worth out here. It's barely going to be enough to fill this halfway, probably if that. But I got to get out the rest. What the heck kind of vacation is this? I got everything that I could. I left a couple of bottles down there just for history's sake, you know. Because it's going to be down there for a while. Well, unless the tree gets uprooted or something and it's exposed later on. But there's a nasty diaper right there in the middle. I started unwrapping that thing like a gift, thinking it was another plastic bag, but I saw the tape and I learned that it wasn't. This stuff's been down here for at least 5 years, maybe longer than that. It's covered up in the mud and stuff like that. The rotten wood is turning into soil. Well, ain't nothing like cleaning heaven. I'm glad I saw that. Let's go ahead and get it out of here. Load that thing up. Well, I normally never carry the paddle with me whenever I take a stroll through heaven. It's for the kayak only. But now see why they had me bring it. As if I'm in the kayak right now. I know I love acting, even though I'm a horrible actor. You already know what I gotta do next. Climb the hills with a 65-pound bag. The heck do I get myself into? Keeping heaven out of trouble. There's a lot of glass in this. Can't wait to see what the kayak is going to look like. Can't wait to see what the arms are going to look like in about another month if this continues like this. Trying to carry this stuff. So close, but so far away. "6:30 is not a good time to make a wrong turn." Uh-oh. Well, at least there's a 150-year-old oak tree right here. Maybe I was meant to find that instead of my way out of here. I don't remember that tree. All I had to do was just go up and to the left. There shouldn't be a hill here. Uh-oh. There's no way that this is happening. How? I went up the hill and took a left. And I followed the same exact steps. What the heck is going on out here? Hold on one second. Let me go up here. I'm panicking like crazy. Boy, it'd be nice to have that Budweiser to get in chill mode. Where the heck am I? Alright, there's the water. There's the water. Hold on. There's the kayak. Hold on. Hold on. I'm scared, man. I'm scared. How did I end up all the way down there? I only went up about 100 feet. And took a left at the same tree. When I kind of saw the hill, and I was like, there shouldn't be a hill here. And then it went down and I saw the grass and stuff, and I'm like, when I was going down the hill, I heard a lady's voice behind me, and she was saying something. I didn't hear what she said, though. How the heck did I end up all the way over there? How? Can you tell me what just happened? Why did you force me to go in that direction and almost get lost? What were you trying to get me to find? Were you trying to lead me to that tree of life? What the heck is going on out here? No, really, I'm not complaining. I love it. I love it. Just don't get me lost at 6:30. I got an hour and a half to go, like 6 miles back. And I want to enjoy every last bit of it. I know, just doing this kind of stuff, helping clean up heaven. But when I work like this, it kind of takes the feeling of heaven out of it until I pick it up. Then heaven's back again. Why did you make me go all the way over there? You had me freaked out. I was headed in the impossible direction. Totally opposite where I needed to go. Good thing I saw that hill. Ain't no way. And I took the minimum amount of steps required to even get back here. At least I got the backup battery pack. They were trying to get me to find something. Because whatever needs to be found, you know who can find it. I would have to say that we got more than 3 to 4 inches of litter. Even got about another 15 more pieces from here. I'm not going to say there's plenty of time, but plenty of time left. It's like 6:45. It's going to take longer to get back. It's going to be way past dark by the time I get back. What the heck do I get myself into? But I'm not going to blame it on them that I got lost for a little while. I'll rest the blame on me. The balance of the landscape and the balance of the body combined with the balance of the body threw off everything. Every time I clean something up, it's either a straight shot or I'm right next to where I cleaned up. There's paths to follow. Or I'm right next to the water. Don't have to go far. This was a different case. Meaning what? I tell you that all the time. Every time I go somewhere, it's always the same steps at the same time. Not the same time, but through the landscapes. No matter where I go. Stone Mountain, on the side. If I come out here, it's the same steps every time. Passing the same trees. Don't even have to recognize it. It's because of the balance of the body. The weight of everything. The engineering of it. The construction of it. Every ounce counts. Hey, that rhymed. On how it combines with the landscape. The flow of the landscape. The energy of it. On how you're connected. So adding an extra 65 pounds threw off the calculation. Even though I thought I was going in the right direction, I was going in the complete opposite direction while carrying 65 extra pounds on me. Got to be careful with that balance of life. It's so fragile. And it can cost you, really. I should have known that was going to happen. The balance of my calculation and the energy of the land. The balance of my own body was going to take me someplace else. Gotta look out for this. Don't rub against the face. I know you're gonna argue that I was just gonna run right into the river if I kept on going. I know you're right, because it comes to a corner right through here. But they were trying to lead me to something due to that balance. That recalculation. Wonder what it was. I don't even want to think about how much garbage is backed up in here. Probably none, because I don't know if the lake backs up this far. We are in the flow. another place to pull the kayak, to get out and explore later. Endless. But most likely not bearless. It's gonna be a lot of them out here too. Wonder what kind of sunset we're gonna have tonight. Looks like something's breaking up. At least we have 2 hours of daylight left. I mean before complete darkness, is what I mean. Thought I saw something. There had to be some old dumping grounds up here. There's no way the river gets that high. There's stuff up there. But you know, people like to throw things out of the boat, you know. I saw something up here earlier. And I know for a fact that the waters didn't carry it that high. I mean, you got the high banks up here. They're not low. I don't know if I passed it already. You can't miss it. Which makes me think that there's an old road out here. People use as dumping grounds. Shame on them if they tossed it in the river. Shame on them if they tossed it out in the woods. But there was something that they definitely tossed in the woods. If someone tossed that thing out of the boat that high, man, that would be quite the feat. But if they dropped it on their foot, they would have a broken foot. Because it's that type of item. There it is right there. I think it's just a microwave. It's got a vent on the side. See how it stands out? See, there's got to be some kind of access back here. Maybe someone did throw it out of their boat. I mean, there's a hill right here. A humongous ridge, and then it drops off and levels out. There's probably an old road. And when there was light coming through earlier, I thought I saw some other stuff that looked like evidence of major droppage. You know, like some heavy stuff. Look how dark it is in there. That would freak you out if you were out here at this hour. That's the one thing about spring and summer. I mean, it's hard to judge how much time you got left. If you were underneath that, right there chilling, how dark it is, you would think it was already like way past bedtime. Nah, just kidding. But you know what I mean? And then you get out in this and you see the sun way up there. But no matter what, everything's gonna be all right. For sure. Is that a boat or somebody on Highway 140? With their motorcycles. You know, I did a measurement one time from where I am now. It takes so long to get down there. I mean, if you had a boat, fine, we'd be there in 5 minutes. Yeah, we'd be there in 5 minutes. That's the one thing about slowness like this in a kayak. You use your time wisely in a different way. Like if you had a boat, you could be down there in 5 minutes. And then you could jet on out and do something else, you know. But it's going to take us every bit of an hour and 30 minutes to get back down there. And that's paddling at a fast pace too. Can't believe I got to come all the way back out here to clean. In these backup zones where all the garbage is. At least it's close to the parking location. That's what's most important, is that it's close to the parking locations. There's like 6 inlets I gotta clean. Or little backup zones, you know, like the pool zones and stuff. Each one is gonna take a month, just about. That's a crap load of bags. Wonder when I'm gonna start that. That's a big thing right here. But not big waves. Shame on y'all. At least they try to make this one easy for us. And this is the first inset. So much glass and plastic. It looks like glitter. Man. Boy, do we ever have our work cut out for this one later on. It'll be cleaned up before the summer's out, don't you worry. I wonder how far it goes back. I'd say at least 100 feet. And how high it goes. I see some things up there. Man. Wonder how much cool stuff they got out here, though. You know, stuff that's will. Hold on. Thought I heard something. Like a snake next to me. Oh, nothing. Yeah, that slope's too high for anything to get up there. What the heck is that thing? Is that a baby bear? Oh, it's a pig. It's a pig. What the heck is a pig doing out here? Is that a feral pig? I don't want to stick around and find out. Something sounds like it's moving this way, and it sounds pretty big. We got to clean up their heaven later. Trust me, they'll like it.